Hey, welcome to the Explainer. You ever get that feeling you know all the right words in English, but something's just off? Well, today we're going to unlock a secret that will completely change the game for you. We're talking about the world of idioms. I mean, it's the goal for pretty much every English learner, isn't it? You've put in all the hard work, you've got the grammar down, your vocabulary is solid, and yet you still feel like you don't quite sound like a native speaker. Well, that missing piece, that language superpower you're looking for, a lot of the time it's idioms. They're what add the color, the personality, that kind of cultural inside joke that takes your speaking from just being correct to sounding completely natural.
Okay, so what is an idiom exactly? We hear the word all the time, right? Let's nail down what it really means.
Basically, it's a phrase where the whole thing means something totally different from the individual words. Think about kick the bucket. It's got nothing to do with kicking your buckets, right? The phrase itself has its own special meaning. And yeah, that's what makes them a little tricky, but it's also what makes them so powerful. Let's dive in and see how they actually work. All right, first up, let's talk about idioms for tough situations. I mean, we all face challenges, and having the perfect phrase to talk about it, it just makes what you're saying so much more real. See how these all kind of fit together? They're all part of the same toolkit. So when you're in a tough spot, you might have to bite the bullet. Or maybe you need to tell a friend to hang in there. And if you've had enough, you can talk about the last straw. You can just feel the determination in that sentence, can't you? It just perfectly captures that moment when you decide, okay, this is gonna suck, but I have to do it for things to get better. This one is so common, and for good reason. It's super powerful. You're not just saying don't give up. You're really saying, hey, hold on, I get that this is hard, but you're almost at the finish line. And this one, oh, it just nails that breaking point. It paints this perfect picture of a bunch of bad things happening, one after another, until this one last thing just makes the whole situation impossible. All right, let's switch gears and talk about sharing opinions. This is a massive part of everyday conversation, and using the right idiom here can make your point land with so much more punch.
So think about it. Instead of just a boring, I agree or I'm not sure, these idioms add so much more flavor. You can show you're 100% on board, or that you're stuck in the middle, or even that you're a little bit skeptical about something. You see how much stronger that is than just saying you're right? It's like you're saying they didn't just get it right, they got it perfectly right, with total precision. Honestly, it's one of the best compliments you can give someone for a great idea. Oh man, we've all been there, right? This phrase is just perfect for when you literally can't decide between two things. You're not on this side, you're not on that side, you're stuck right in the middle, sitting on the fence. Okay, this is a really good one because people mix these two up all the time. They're both for summarizing, but there's a tiny difference in how they feel. In a nutshell is like, here's the absolute shortest version possible. But when you say to make a long story short, you're kind of telling the listener, hey, I'm skipping a bunch of details here to just give you the final point. All right, let's get to a really fun one. We're talking about idioms for secrets, gossip, or that feeling when something just seems a little off. And check out the little differences here. One is for when a secret gets out by accident, another is when someone tells it on purpose, and the last one is for when you're just starting to think something shady is going on. So yeah, which one you pick really matters. This is a total classic. You're basically telling someone, hey, don't you dare ruin the surprise by accident. You gotta keep that cat in the bag until the big reveal. Now, this one is way more direct, super informal. It's that fun, playful way you ask your friend to give you all the juicy details you're dying to hear. Now, this is a great one for telling a story. It doesn't come right out and say something is wrong. Instead, it tells you the characters are starting to suspect it. It instantly builds up that feeling of mystery, like something fishy's going on. So there you go. Idioms for when things get tough, idioms for giving your opinion, and idioms for talking about secrets. You've just picked up a brand new, super powerful toolkit for your English. And this is really the key takeaway here. Using idioms isn't just about sounding fancy or smart. It's way deeper than that. It's about connecting with the actual culture of the language. It shows you don't just get the words, you get the feelings, the stories, and the history that come with them. Look, the best way to learn this stuff is to just do it. So think about a conversation you're going to have this week. Is there a spot where you could hit the nail on the head? Or maybe tell a friend to hang in there? Seriously, just go for it. The first time one of these idioms just pops out naturally, you'll know.
you'll know you've just leveled up your English in a huge way.